The Lumel EPM Suite is available as a native workload on Microsoft Fabric. It empowers business users to quickly build no-code planning, analytics, and data management apps right on top of your existing semantic models. Let me show you how. Here is a Fabric data warehouse for a global beverages company. I also have a semantic model built on top of this data warehouse. As a business user, I can go to my Fabric workspace and build a new planning application from scratch using the Lumel EPM workload item. We are on the launch screen. Let's go and connect to our semantic model. This would take us to a blank canvas. Let's start off by assigning our global revenue first. We'll add a few categories to the rows and columns. Let's choose the region name, product category, and brand name for the rows. We'll also add the time dimension containing year, quarter, and month fields to the columns. Notice how the report handles hierarchies in columns and rows like an Excel pivot table, with the ability to expand and collapse to the desired hierarchy level. Let's format the report a bit and customize the default title. Your business users can create plans, forecasts, and business projections right on top of this report. To do this, let us go to the toolbar and insert a measure to capture the plan for the year 2026. When the CEO sets a high-level target for the next year, you can capture in the planning template and see it automatically distributed across all available dimensions. You have the option to allocate it by weights of prior year revenue. Lumel EPM allows you to plan at any level of granularity in a hierarchy. Changes propagate bidirectionally across both column and row hierarchies. Let us enhance this template by adding a column for capturing row-level explanation or comments. We'll type in a sample comment here. Users can also select a cell, row, or column and enter data-level comments. These comments also support threaded conversations, where other users can respond to existing comments, triggering email notifications in the process. Lumel delivers advanced security and governance by ensuring that only designated users are authorized to create, view, or modify business projections and associated comments. Note that Lumel also inherits any row-level security settings defined in the underlying semantic model. Now that the budgets are captured, we can also write them back to a database of our choice. Lumel currently supports a range of transactional and analytical data stores. You can also write back data to multiple destinations at once. Let's store our projections in the Fabric data warehouse. As we choose the destination, Lumel allows us to specify the name of the table it would create in the warehouse to store business projections. Note that this table does not exist in Fabric yet. Lumel would automatically create it for us when we write back data for the first time. Once the write-back process is complete, you can quickly refer to the write-back log in case you need any help with troubleshooting. Let's quickly refer to the Fabric data warehouse to validate the write-back. Here is the table where we saved our 2026 projections. I can filter the comment section so that we can zero in on the comment that we entered from the app. Lumel EPM also allows you to create formula measures. Let's go ahead and add a column showing the variance between the 2026 plan and the current year's gross revenue. This displays variance across levels in the hierarchy. If your business process requires someone to approve plans and forecasts, you can integrate approval workflows into your planning template. Let me create two columns. The first column will be set by the user, which will track user submission status. We will go with these values, yet to start, working, and submitted. I'll create another column for the manager to track approval status, with the following three options: available for review, rejected, and approved. We will customize the alert colors for these options. Let's go back to the user field and define an approval workflow. When a user changes the status to submitted, we want the manager field to show the status available for review. We also want an email notification to be sent to the manager whenever the user submits a business projection for approval. When you scroll right, you can see both columns added to the template. Let's make an update to the 2026 plan. We'll then set the status of the record to submitted. This would trigger an email to the manager, and the manager field status would automatically be set to available for review. The manager will review the projections and make a final decision on approval or rejection. Before finalizing a plan, executives typically would like to analyze how changing business conditions can impact the plan. This is done with the help of scenario analysis. Let's first create a best-case scenario. We'll go for optimistic projections in this case. We'll create one more scenario and name it the worst-case scenario. Note that you can define enhanced access controls for scenarios so that only specific users can access confidential scenarios. In this worst-case scenario, let us downplay the projections for the same product category. Let's now go and compare both scenarios head-to-head. I'll restrict my comparison to the 2026 plan and view it at a quarterly level. Let me now go ahead and try to export the results of this scenario comparison to a PDF file. You'll notice that this is a fully formatted PDF, and it shows variances correctly for the category that we changed in both scenarios. Lumel also helps you create snapshots of report data at specific points in time, such as month-end close or event close. You can write back snapshots you create and compare snapshots taken over various time periods. You can also export these snapshots to a PDF file. To ensure governance and SOX compliance, Lumel also automatically tracks all changes to the data and report structure through a comprehensive audit module. Lumel EPM also allows you to build interconnected planning applications. Here, we have a salary planning application which streams the latest projections to the company's OPEX plan in near real time. This is made possible by InfoBridge, a no-code service designed for business users so that they can blend, pivot, transform, aggregate, and stream data between reports and planning applications. So far, we have exclusively focused on building planning applications. But Lumel also helps you build data apps using the Power Table workload item. This helps you maintain and manage your reference data, supporting your planning and analytics apps. You also have the Lumel BI workload item, using which you can integrate planning and analytical capabilities into a single worksheet. Let me show you a quick example of both. Here is a worksheet that allows you to maintain more than 12,000 product SKUs and their properties. The changes you make to this master data app are synced live with your data warehouse in Microsoft Fabric. This is very handy to incorporate forward-looking master data or placeholder data into your plans. Finally, here is a sample BI report in which we can combine master data, planning, reporting, filtering experiences, and an extensive range of data visualizations, all in a single place. This allows for seamless integration of planning and analytics. For example, if I update the company-wide projections in the planning template, you'll be able to visualize the impact instantly on the charts above. And this is why, unlike other planning offerings, Lumel delivers a full-stack EPM suite right on top of your modern data platform. Thank you for your time. Visit our website to learn more.